Saber as we come to you from the East Bay at Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Cincinnati Bearcat, George Wynn. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there off the option. 55 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here's Carr. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Carr now on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
First carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his car on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. James Wright, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Lynch. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now back to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Oh, this is blocked. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up? Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly
picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fielded just inside the 20. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down. 4 down. 4
down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second and very short here, less than a yard. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. To throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gonzalez puts this one through. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw after the play fake to Lynch. Looking deep downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Get down. Get down. You got 93. You got 4. Lie down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense,
Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Second down following the run.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll set up a throw. And Ingram holds it in. Jukes by at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. And the lead is now an even 30. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is going to feel that one knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To the ground, this time Lynch. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. To throw on third down. Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So it'll be first down here after the run. Throwing now is Carr. Going for the deep ball. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the ground. Lynch. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, that's Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr got to have this one. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively they had to buy last week. Defensively did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To the short side. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. He'll drop to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.